working together.
Alright, let's do this.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand. But his left hand was also tied up. Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
What time is it? 6:20 p.m.
Guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed. What do you say?
Bruh.
Aborting this Sony is freaking awesome!
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand, but his left hand was also... Then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's wrong! Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Streaming for a little bit. So, kind of. Yes and no. Oh, did the stream die again,
like
Kuri?
You said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
It's not bad, but it gets boring. Yeah, I guess it gets boring to watch.
No, it didn't die at all, actually.
Try to play Roblox. I already play Roblox.
I force him into the games I play, he forced me into Roblox in general.
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm, and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
I see!
I'm eating ramen, what are you
When
eating?
The blood
Like, you just
splattered,
popping
he
on
was
a ballot
probably
again.
gripping with his left
Doesn't sound
hand.
like you going back and down.
Yes.
God damn it. What did I tell about your
That's why
guess?
there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on
He
his palm.
just got
And the back of his
here.
hand.
I know he just got here, but that's the point!
There's the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it,
Grabbing the
compared
front
to the rest
tail.
of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
I see. That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
Buggy. Hey, is the stream exploding, Kuri?
No!
Oh.
You're not gonna say he gripped the
The
tip
sound's
of the
not even
cord,
off.
swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Nah, he could have just grabbed it and pulled it and then just let go of it.
Also, when he said Buggy, he spelt it like Buggy the Clown, so that's what I thought. You know.
Oh, I think he means the audio. When I speak, do it implode. Nothing is clear, but very interesting. That is the entire Danganronpa experience.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily. It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
I like tea. What time?
At a
What
time like this,
type of tea?
how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
Very sorry, but I have absolutely no understand anything.
You don't have to push
I
yourself,
will learn
buddy.
English. It's okay. I can try to speak less difficult. If I can figure out how to do that. Kuri, do I have to learn how to speak like Roblox?
That's a long plan, name.
You have to learn to speak Roblox.
One step at a time? What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
I use a translator. Okay. Maybe I should translate back to you into Russian.
How it was positioned.
It is good idea. Phone is dead though. Phone have no battery. It is big sad. Oh god. Maybe I'll go bed soon. I'm very tired. Oh, go to sleep then. What are you doing?
Don't force yourself, buddy. Trust me, that's the worst thing you could do.
Go to bed. The frick are those?
Bombs.
Broadcast tomorrow and talk there? What is the broadcast? Or you want, you mean talk tomorrow when I stream again? I think I get it. That was a little close. I want to sleep. It's okay.
Good.
Sleep good. Sleep great. Sleep amazing.
Sleep cute.
How do you sleep cute? Bye bye. Was that the right answer? Oh yeah, it was. Okay. Ah, I got hit in the face.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
You had a decent amount of time left and only took a little bit of damage.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP? That'd be awesome,
No.
but he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
That would make a whole lot of sense, wouldn't it?
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
He really committed suicide? Like that?
I think that's really cool.
Probably chose that
We only have one problem right now, though.
If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he
What
needed
is
to
your
use
problem,
that spear
friend?
to pull off his trick?
This trial is a little too quick. Where's the part 2 gonna come in?
Oh, you noticed that. Now let me ask you a question. This is Nagito we're talking about? Do you really think anything relating to him would be that simple?
No. Not at
Now
all,
you're
actually.
thinking like a Nagito.
And the reason I don't think this is even a suicide is, last trial he said that he didn't want to die.
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
That's not very hopeful of you, Hajime.
Was to get us all executed.
Yes, think more like the Nagito, and you will see the true way he has done everything.
That's why
Bruh.
he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Not quite, Hajime. I don't think so.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other, and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by
No matter what,
the
Nagito will do what he wanted to do. He will fucking kill the traitor.
Right?
Executed.
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You're right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a second.
Hajime, you get it, don't you?
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
kind of confused on this one, not gonna lie.
Crap!
Well, it's about something that's missing.
We haven't talked about how he would have set up the fire part of it, but he could have done all that beforehand.
Let me give you a hint. Remember Sakura's death?
Mm-hmm.
Monokuma usually says something at the beginning of a trial, but that would have given away how Sakura died. What would have given it away? So what did he have missing?
I don't remember.
Well, here's an easier thing to think about. What does Monokuma give you? And we could get to the second part afterwards.
The Monokuma file?
That is something he physically gives you, yes.
He did not. He didn't say the cause of death.
Now, there you go, big brain time! Get those winkles in! How you feeling?
Is it about
Slightly less confused.
Yeah,
Frick.
that's it. Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
But yeah, it's the same thing for Sakura. The cause of death is the most important part, so they don't say the cause of death. He always leaves out the most important part. For example, with Byakuya's death, he specifically says the person got stabbed. He doesn't explain the stab room, which is the most key part. Anyways, welcome to fucking hell. Woo! I was healing during this and had half HP by the time I was done. Hey, boy. This hurts, doesn't it?
In this particular case, is Monokuma.
You literally have the same setup I do now, I just realized, and you're still taking so much damage.
Pain is painful.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
Hey, Kuri. Is it possible to go back to the octagon?
No, since you can't get back into the funhouse.
Okay.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case. Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide. But, it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations. And that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Bruh. Yeah, I was about to say, you sound like Nagito, just not fucking terrifying.
No, no!
I know this case really well because of how well it's stuck into my brain, but I might forget one or two things.
We both sitting here confused. Me screaming.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
Cool.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the sphere. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the sphere killed Nagito, all I can think of is a knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
I mean, is it possible he could have suffocated?
Only his mouth was covered by the duct tape, not the nose. Unless you're saying he drowned in the sprinklers.
Nah, I don't think so. I'm just trying to think of something else besides, like, poison.
Let us consider a
Oh
different
wait, the
fatal
poison's
wound.
already a bullet.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
I agree with that. That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but...
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But, even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripped
He
in
didn't
a
have to
spear,
drink
and
it.
his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've
Nabi.
already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Not logic dive. About to implode.
I mean, as long as it doesn't have any of those literally have to be at the exact side of the fucking, jump, I think we'll be fine.
Ah! Ow. No. Oh. What is this alpha diabetes?
I think you got the thing that increases your momentum, so you did this to yourself.
Frick.
Got one question left and extremely low on time.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
Smoke the poison.
It's written on the poison's warning label. Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
Nah. Monokuma knew that was gonna happen. We had to wait. Oh, well. Maybe not that part. The fire? Is it the Monokuma merch? The sprinklers?
Yeah. The sprinklers would have put the gas onto the ground because remember it's liquefies on it.
Inhale that poison gas.
What?
The sprinklers. It pushes the gas onto the ground.
Gas disappeared because of the sprinklers?
I don't think that's how gas
Well,
works.
This was also written on the poison's warning label.
Don't you remember the little thing on the gas?
Oh
or the
yeah, it's
poison
heavier
that
than
specifically
air.
said?
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the
Ah,
poison is
okay, that
apparently
makes sense,
thicker
because I
than
didn't
air.
know what
So it
hydrolysis
probably didn't
means.
affect us because we were standing.
Probably should have asked you, I just didn't ask.
It's fine. I mean, unless you knew what hydrolysis means, you wouldn't even understand.
Well, I didn't.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death.
I just thought that the gas sort of vented out because Monokuma made us wait.
The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach. It was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well,
What? There's still more?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
There might have been an accomplice.
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If
Yeah, I
Nagito
mean,
committed
like,
suicide by inhaling poison that he brought,
how do you
then
put
why
it back
was
in the
there anything
fridge?
that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
I see.
are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
The container probably melted in the fire.
I have a really
Nah,
bad
it's in the
feeling you're
fridge.
gonna have to do
Probably
Hangman's
not
Gambit
glass,
again.
right? There's no
Huh?
way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic
I don't want to make a
fragments of the
comic
fire
book after
generation
that.
used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
That's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just too...
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Oh, frick.
Right? Is it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. he'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
For my entertainment, of course.
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing, and we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
You know what would be really, really, really freaking weird? What? In the fire, we all yeeted poison at him. I see.
Is that what your idea is?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God. Right. Oh, freaky.
Oh, it's starting to turn into chaos control.
Dang, I healed up good.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire
Since you
grenades.
healed my
Nagito
that's
put
good.
the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken
This
away
is
by
so
someone.
Cancer, though. Did he make sure the So did he have an accomplice to make sure the person who is the traitor gets the frickin' poison bottle?
Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place.
No.
Or did all of them have poison?
Way.
Everybody killed Nagito.
As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the
Oh,
warehouse.
he wouldn't work with somebody, though. He said that he wanted to do it by himself.
It can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit. The canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
He had one of those.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the
I have
bedroom.
come home. Welcome home, Robert.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Grenade. Huh?
Oh, say, can you see?
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No. That is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when
Fire
swapping-
grenade. Also known as a Molotov cocktail.
So, what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End
Nah,
of
for
story.
you, Hiko. That ain't
I
correct,
admit that
though.
there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry. But I just realized it.
You guys do not speak the way of the
We
mean.
know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
I see. Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec.
Yeah, this is hilarious.
Does it mean he didn't kill himself?
We are all murderers. Not quite. Only one.
You said Nagito yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Nagito made the grenades.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it asked me this question, and I thought it was like...
I see.
Yeah, okay, it was right.
It was
The question made me second guess what I was already thinking.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
Also Nagito, correct?
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last.
Frick.
Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
I see. Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Hate to do this to you,
I'm asking you who threw it.
but you have to make a comic book after this.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do, and for that reason. He put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
You know, it'd be pretty lucky.
Oh. Oh, you noticed.
You know what would be pretty lucky?
You noticed, huh? You noticed, huh?
Nagito did not commit murder.
Well, we get that last one, go figure it all out.
Else into killing him?
Robert's having a crisis. Well, I didn't figure out anything, Robert. I just stated something I knew the entire time. Nagito's ultimate, of course.
Yeah?
To do that,
Bruh.
Remember what I always said?
No.
What was Nagito going to do?
that's why the curtain was the fire's origin point.
Make sure that nigga dead.
No matter what.
All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison.
I don't know if I have big brain or if I've embraced the bullshit.
Don't worry, Robert. You get to look at a comic book after this, and the comic book explains all.
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be
I
either
bet you've
one.
been waiting on me to say that the entire time.
yeah, no, the entire time I was waiting for you to say you want to be pretty lucky.
That's right.
Those were the exact words I was waiting for.
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
Mysterious cock slap.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so
Only
sorry.
Nagito would be a man fucking smart enough to literally create a completely unsolvable mystery.
It's Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even
Bro,
figure out
what
who the
kind
killer
of
is?
bullshit?
It's impossible.
It's impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an
If I
impasse.
can't rely on my talent being the ultimate luck, and I put it up to this one test, then can it really be called an ultimate at all?
Yeah, no, really. I'm pretty sure he already proved it to you with Russian Roulette just how absurd his abilities are.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his
Not to
trial
mention-
doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know,
How many bullets are in a gun when it comes to Russian Roulette?
surveillance cameras or whatever.
6 bullets in the chamber, right?
And then you take one out. How many people are left?
Is it 5? I don't know.
Yep, exactly 5. His odds are looking pretty similar, ain't they?
I see.
I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? You're such I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course
Bruh.
this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he said. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that there's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning?
Oh god, I need to
want
make a
sure
comic
my
book.
hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
Okay, since you asked me nicely, Chucky, I will use my big brain. Well, time to completely fail this comic book somehow.
I mean, you learned how to do it right last time. How can you fuck this up?
Doesn't learn how to make a comic book until the 4th trial.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Bruh. Don't you know she was just taking a shit?
You can't say that. She'll never be queen.
I'll never be queen either.
But now that I think about it, Robert's probably right. She was probably thinking about Gundam.
Gundam Tanaka. I will masturbate upside down towards the heavens so you can see.
That, by far, one of the... You was in a bathroom, why would you do that?
Well, sounds good to me, I don't know what to say.
You wanna know what the funniest thing is, though? When you really think about it, the victim is actually the killer.
What?
Well, think about it. That the victim here set up a specific scenario to kill somebody. And you gotta admit, he's doing a pretty good job at that.
I mean, it ensures they die no matter what. Well, assuming the ultimate hope is here. Okay, yeah, thing I need to use is the lighter. The lighter? Okay, that's back here. Oops, let go of the cord.
You want something really, really, really funny? The descriptions and questions are given to you by Nagito. Every one of the descriptions, as well as the hints, are given to you by Nagito if you read them. As far as these comic book boxes go.
Yeah, I saw it was like onto my right hand.
Trial. He's done this since the first trial. If you remember, whenever he would refer to one of the ultimates, he would always refer to them like how he always did, as expected as the ultimate blah blah blah. So it's kind of funny that even though he's dead, he's still serving as your text box person.
Even in death, he cannot escape the narrator.
He is the narrator.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poisons, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
At the very least, Robert gets to understand the entire case now.
Yay.
Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base.
I just want to go back and rewatch my reaction to the, you know what would be lucky?
Nagito swapped the contents
I'll
of the
put it
fire
on
grenade he
auto
took from
for
the pressure
this.
factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as
Nah, it's
evidence.
too slow.
The blue aluminum seal on the grenade.
I was gonna say, if you have it on auto, you want to mute yourself so you don't constantly have something in your mouth while you're trying to listen.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
And put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity. This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
The most genius play of them all.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Well, Robert, what do you think of this?
Just as I thought.
I mean, this is
It's
bullshit.
impossible, isn't it?
I mean, I knew what you would think of this bullshit.
I think it's funny.
Just have to vote for someone?
Oh, fucking god. Oh, the fact that anybody thought this man would have just committed a simple suicide.
Probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange.
You know what would be even luckier?
I want to ask, what?
If everyone's happened to pick the killer, I mean the traitor, without knowing who the killer is.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier.
This plan makes perfect sense, Robert.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
I see! Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
It makes complete sense, and this is why it's hilarious.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost
I
seemed
mean,
like
it
he had
wouldn't
blind
have,
faith in it.
except with how much time we've spent with Nagito, this just makes perfect sense for him to do.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
I mean, is there anybody else in this series that could have pulled off something as insane as this?
No. The only person that could have something that cancer would be Makoto, and he wouldn't do that though. Well, I mean, assuming this isn't Makoto after he went crazy. There's at least 12 ... No, that's wrong.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
I'd like to say no, that's wrong.
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck.
I'd
No,
like to know that's
there's no
wrong.
way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know what would be lucky, Chiaki?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's
The
true
traitor,
identity.
of course.
Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
He left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
You ever just left fate onto a 5-faced dice?
I see. That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
You want an accurate description of how everybody's feeling right now?
Sure.
Then he relied on his luck
and I
to
wrote a
weed out
song
the
to sing
traitor?
today. I really like how it turned out, and I hope you do too. Okay, here I go. That was my song. Thank you all for listening.
I see.
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his
Be
own luck.
lucky. You know, it'd be real fucking lucky.
Then what he said in his video message.
bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Sounds very hopeful of you, Soda.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
Honey.
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself.
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
I don't know why I just felt my heart sink below sea level.
You don't?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Well, buddy,
Why?
you want me to tell you something? Tell you something that I literally tried to get you to know way beforehand?
Well, I mean, she said program, so I was thinking
A
Monami.
traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Remember how Monami can't write?
Yeah.
Because that's the nature of their existence.
Remember the days that were highlighted in that notebook?
No.
Day
Seriously,
16.
why?
We've been in here for 2 days now. Everyone's starving. I followed Hajime and seen him try to enter the final dead room.
Yeah, I remember that, and then it stopped. I thought it was going to keep going in the book, and that's why I got confused.
Think about that
Frick.
day. Think about when you were starving.
No!
Who do you think?
You remember now, don't you?
I want to die.
Traitor. Hajime, please.
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please, hold on.
Hey,
Aw,
Mike,
you totally guessed right. Just
you want to know if you're really lucky?
You're correct.
What?
I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all. It's me.
He hit his mark.
Hey, Chiaki.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking us?
We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation. That is obviously a lie.
Please, wait. The future foundation isn't what you think it is.
Shut the fuck up. We're talking to Chiaki.
No.
I wonder if
I
my
have nothing more to
idea
say.
I said forever
Why?
ago is a thingy.
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost. Hey, Hajime, can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys.
I'm
but
not gonna lie,
as
that
I
has to be the
expected,
best
it's
reaction
rather
you've
difficult.
ever had, ever. Why did I just feel my heart just sink?
Why did I feel my heart sink below sea level?
That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all.
You know, something you said in the very first chapter is, why would this person be everybody's favorite character if he died? And I said, you'd be surprised at how many dead people are fan favorites.
Because every fucking good character dies.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere.
This is so
That's
sad.
why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Nani? Have the panic talk, the Monami.
Hajime, you stupid face.
Dang, she really just called me a stupid face.
I won't let you. First open and miss. I can't move. I won't let you. First open and mix. I'll lower your grade. Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along. Hajime, you stupid face.
I'm kinda surprised that you didn't hear her say burst open and mix.
Do what?
I won't let you.
I'm surprised you didn't hear her say burst open and mix.
I can't move.
I don't know what this means.
I won't let you.
It's what Vegeta says when he throws the moon into the sky.
Best friends.
One of these.
This is the end! When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook. What is this?
So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long.
You know, Rabbit
I
hasn't
only
said
understand.
anything in a long while. I think his brain exploded.
My heart exploded.
Yeah, I think yours is a bit worse.
First of all, this isn't Monomi's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monomi. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monomi?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monomi?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
I'm just feeling the big dumb.
In the notebook, there was
The only
a
thing that's
specific
giving me
entry.
kind of cancer is why has the traitor done like literally nothing the entire time? Kind of bullshit.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that.
Think of it like this. The traitor's directly connected to Monomi. Monomi can only do things with her magic stick. Her magic stick was broken at the beginning.
Yeah.
The traitor couldn't have done anything because they didn't have Monomi with her magic stick.
Oh. So she was just being a normal person?
Yeah, basically.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki.
But mostly feeling the dumb.
That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must
I
be
made
some
Mark
mistake.
feel smart today. He's feeling another thing right now.
If Chiaki is the traitor,
That's
what
less
was all
positive.
that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Depending on where this goes, Pecco's is still worse.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
Yeah, I was thinking that like forever ago.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake. Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor. There is just no way.
But then nobody will be saved.
Bruh.
Chiaki is
Hey,
not a
remember when
traitor.
you were saying it was really, really dumb
When
that
we were trying to
Kazuriti,
turn off the bomb,
he ended up refuting his own
didn't
statement?
Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a
Oh,
traitor,
okay, I
she would have
guess
been
that's the
more
bullet.
cautious.
The bullet I need.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. the only person who knew it was a fake was... me, when I tried to detonate it.
That's not it.
No, that's wrong.
That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I did not want to hear that!
Bruh.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very
Sonia,
tired of doubting.
you're in like -30.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
Wonder if she would get cut by her own account twice.
No. Somebody else's account. Wow, you don't even get the rebuttal showdown music. This is just depressing.
Yeah, this is kind of sad.
That does not prove Chiaki is the traitor! If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too! After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island.
Yeah, I didn't think that was right.
There was someone other than me who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
I don't know about that.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
She's just trying to protect the person you don't want dead. Why did she get negative points for that?
Because I just want to hear what Chiaki has to say, and she's giving me cancer.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this.
She's gonna kill us all.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
Doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know?
Remember whose side you were going to pick?
From what happened before.
So, who are you picking?
No.
like before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this, but still, I want to protect everyone by any means.
Pick my nose.
And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
Kinda have a little bit of a question.
Yeah?
So, Monami just said, like, I'm glad you can think this way. Is Chiaki a freaking robot?
And that will be answered in the next chapter.
Oh boy. The reason she doesn't like physical contact is because she's fucking metal.
Why did it end up like this?
Did I get a lot of Kuma coins?
Is now the time to really be thinking about Monokuma coins?
I mean, I want to see this execution, though. Hajime, I feel a lot better about this trial than another specific trial. You see, everyone tried to make it sad. This one is wholesome compared to my cancer. It was Yoko.
Even so.
Chaki bot, 9,000. What is this wholesome cancer of which you speak? There was a trial that was way more cancer than this. That is all I will say.
Yahoo!
Damn it! Yeah.
You see, the last trial was even more cancer because nobody was even sad. People were just worried about Nekomaru like 2 seconds after the execution. That made it even worse.
Damn it.
I mean, Gundam didn't want anybody to be sad.
I wasn't talking about Gundam. Gundam Tanaka.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Did we win? Oh, is she gonna tell us the password
I'm
now?
sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is... I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess it is true. She did technically bring you here.
Why?
Well, I'm sorry.
That is...
Yeah. Like... So...
Yes, indeed.
Bruh.
Are you serious?
Huh?
Nope. Well,
Chucky.
perhaps.
Hey, come on now.
Bruh.
I can't lose. Hi-ya!
Huh?
I will
Bruh.
no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid.
Now then, time to kill myself.
Nani?
As they say, we shall die
Wait!
together.
Don't go, Chaozu! No!
What'd you say?
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Huh?
It didn't even break the outer shell of Monokuma.
No, no.
Bruh.
Phew.
I can't lose. That's...
Are you gonna self-destruct even harder?
Nobody can live in peace.
I'll fucking do it again.
No, Chaozu, not again.
Stop it, I say. I'm sorry. I lose. Forgive me.
Hey, hey. I won't
Are you gonna
forgive
do
you.
it again?
I'll fucking do it again.
I won't let you. Hey, hey.
Ooh, how exciting.
What?
What kind of bolt?
Could it be?
Hey!
We need the magic stick.
Hey!
In the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong!
That's a lot of
There's no value in
Monokuma.
that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
Kuri, are you up to the challenge?
I'll take the 10 to the 30th power on the left.
I'll take the 10 to the 30th and 1 on the right.
The spear.
Bruh.
I can't move.
It's okay, Monami. Well, let's believe in them. Right?
Believe. 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 I'm not sure how this how math works. Pretend like it is. I know it don't quite add up, but maybe you got some extra Monokumas there in the back.
Please listen.
Like... This is bad.
We will join the Future Foundation, of course. So are we going to war?
Wait, we're not there yet.
That sounds cool, but
I'm sorry.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Special bleeding service.
Huh?
Sorry.
Well, shit. Good luck without me.
You guys, I'm sorry about so many things. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Bye,
Marrow,
everyone.
marrow, marrow.
It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you.
You ever just see rising strawberry mochi in the background?
It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Huh. So I chose the wrong person to talk to in every single time this game. Gotta press the button.
As your teacher, I would like you to know, I tried to get you to have one survivor. I told you to go for Spurihiko, he would make you feel better about Peko. Well, goodbye world!
Well, at least this thing is gone. Kuri will come back, probably. Bruh. 8-bit versus tank. But can I play it? So what happens if Chiaki just beats the game? Huh. I'm the Pac-Man. Hey, what's that? Oh, what the frick is this cancer? How do you win? Ba 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 boo ba boo. Dang, that's gonna be a big score. Boom! All the way down.
I don't believe it! What? Phew.
Huh?
Who has a Borky Bork? That would be me.
Hey! I shall now present. Whew. Hmm?
Is it a cute forky fork? The one that's barking is called a American Eskimo Mini. Look it up.
Huh?
Stupid fool.
Hey,
Bruh.
no, no. Hey,
Dead noises. Are you okay, Kuri? Why you explode? Oh wait, no, you're dead. Kuri, would you like to assume a new role? Like, I still have you. That's why Tomodachi, see? This is you now. Bruh. You're still alive, see?
Hey.
yep.
If you let me die, we are effed. Don't worry, you won't let yourself die. You keep telling me to make sure you don't. Tomodachi doing a Superman. Well, I mean, this is the all-powerful Kuri we're looking at right here. Look at him go. Am I going to sleep? I didn't feed you a fork, though. I fed you a single man's nut and many sunflower seeds and water. And like 3 baguettes. Maybe we should go get inside of Hope Speak Academy. No, not really. Just a lot of sunflower seeds, some mineral water, a man's nut. The essentials, really. Kuri, can you come speak to me in 2D? Ah. Oh, this is what it meant by delete everything.
Hello there.
You know, this is way better. I like it when my game is broken.
Well? Yep. Perhaps. Yo!
Listen well. Huh? Damn right.
Where the frick is she, though?
I wonder who's watching this message. Damn it. Hey, hey!
Oh god, he's back.
How unfortunate. Now then.
You go there, partner. Kuri, come back to 3D. How you doing in there? You okay? You look fine to me. Hold on, let me check it while my game's freaking out. Seems you are immune to glitching out, Kuri. How do you feel? Check web for details. Seriously pissing me off and then unintangible words.
Now then. Well...
Estoy bien.
Noni. Oh.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
Aguardame.
What? Dame tu cosita. Ha. Ha. I can't.
Hey.
This is a much better alternative. The whole gang's about together. In my brain. For some reason. They're not actually here. Black screen of Bork. Is it black screen, Kuri? Ah, ça very good.